as a young woman, it's interesting how when you grow up in a domestic violence environment when you're younger, how your later relationships kind of manifest that same violence, even though you probably have tried to make it your mission to not be defined by that or to not look for that. It kind of finds you anyway. It's like unfinished business. You kind of seek out what you need to resolve, what's been unresolved in your childhood in a weird way. All the relationships I found myself in were abusive and violent in some way or another. I remember my first ever relationship. I was 15 years old when this boy dragged me down the stairs and like threw me out, and I felt like distraught at that time. I was thinking more about how he would be perceived, and he was very manipulative, so he made me feel like it was my fault, and also that, you know, I'm turning his family against him by telling them, you know, what he has done to me. That made me completely like neglect all of the things that he had done to me, and I'm thinking now about what have I done to him. It was a very weird situation to be in now that I look back, to deal with all of those emotions rather than thinking about myself and thinking, how can someone that, you know, is supposed to love you like do something like that to you? But I just thought it was normal, and I think it speaks a lot about this cycle that we go through the generations, because it definitely is an intergenerational cycle. Each generation thinking it's not as bad as what the previous generation went through. So my mum, why she put up with how my dad would treat her was probably because she was thinking, well, it's not as bad as what she saw her mum go through. And the same thing happened to me. I'm thinking, you know, well, he only punches the walls, like he's not punching me. Always trying to compare it and thinking, oh, it could be worse, rather than just being like, actually, no, none of this is acceptable. None of it. You're not supposed to be treated this way. And I think especially as a young woman that works with other young women that are younger than me, if any of them had told me the things that was happening in my relationship, if they just sat down and said to me, look, Temi, this is what my boyfriend is doing to me, I would not accept that for any of them. I would not accept it for any one of them. So why would I accept it for myself? Somewhere deep down, there is that feeling that maybe we do deserve it, maybe we don't deserve any better than this. That's something that we have to deal with internally. Like, why do we not love ourselves enough to, you know, actually just cut people off and let people go that are not willing to treat us the way that we deserve to be treated? And it took me a long time to get to a place where I'm like, I will not accept that. Not a chance. My message now, just to any younger women, is that are going through any of those kind of things, you just actually don't deserve to be treated like that. And it is much better to go through the pain of letting someone go, because that pain you can heal from. The scars that these people are causing you from being in this environment and staying in this relationship, those will take longer to heal.